Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. On first down, Mahomes. And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Green 39. Green 39. Left, 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 left.
Check 24. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Z, 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 Z. We got three, fellas. We got three.
Mahomes now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Hey, we got 3. Here we go now. Blue 45, blue 45.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Alert, alert. Here goes the hot. Right 20. Right 52. Get hot. We're good. Hot.
Keenum now on 1st down. Dancing to his left.
Hey, switch gears.
The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Hey, on.
3rd and long. It's Keenum. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground.
Here we go.
Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there?
Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Here goes the hot. Right 20. 53's the mic. 53.
After the interception, here's Keenum. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Here goes the hot. Right 20. Mike, 53. Hey, go Rogers. Crunch time, defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Green 39. Green 39.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You've probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. Fielded at the 43. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Telvin Smith In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out.
Here goes hot. Blue 20. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
From the gun, it's Keenum. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Justin Houston in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey. We got 3. We got 52. Stay hot. We're good. Check 52. Joker. Here we go, boys. 53's the mic. 22.
Out of the gun, Keenum. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On is the punter, King, to send it away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The Chiefs on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 11.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield Success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
53.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Roger, roger, roger. Yeah, easy. All right, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding some room at midfield. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, jam, jam, jam.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down, 3 down.
Here goes the high.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Yeah, we're good, we're good.
Check. 53's mine.
On 3rd down, it's Freeman. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
No, Roger, Roger. Mary left, Mary left.
Check 31, check 31.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Single.
Here goes the hot. Right 20. Here, easy. All right, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good.
Check, check, check.
2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
Single. Watch 32, watch 32.
Run. Right 20.
They'll try the air now with Keenum. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
All right. Go, doctor.
Three down.
From the red zone now, Keenum eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Three down.
Here goes the hot. Right 20. Snap.
Here's Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Royce Freeman, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Tate to return. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Ready, green, 90.
Mahomes now on first down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Mike, check, 59, 59. Mike, 58, Will.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
53's the Mike, 53, check 53. No chance.
On first down, it's Keenum. Shark's got it, left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Tight right. We got three, fellas.
22. 22.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Roger.
Keenum on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey. We got three. Here we go. Blue 45.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Mahomes to throw on second down, and that'll be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Slow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And Butker able to put this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Tight, guys, double tight.
Hey, we're good.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here goes the high. Right 20.
Now a first down throw. Keenum swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Good. Like 20. 53.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey.
No. Roger.
Working from the gun, Keenum. Flush to his right. And he connects with Ebron. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Keenum now on first down. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Stop right there. Mary left. On. No doctor. Under crunch.
Now Keenum. And caught right side, Green. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
I see 47.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Hey, go, Roger.
Shotgun snap for Keenum. He's going to rifle one deep left side. DJ Chark, 32 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Tate to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Alert, alert.
Hey, on 53.
Kill.
Freeman again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Jam. Hey, 52.
Hey, alert 3.
Hey, orange.
A shotgun snap for Keenum. And able to find Dorsett. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, it's one thing to complete that pass on a nice sunny 70-degree day, but in these elements, that's a tough thing to do.
It is, and let's just put the whole thing together, not just throwing the ball. Trying to protect the quarterback now when you got the pass rushers coming at you and maybe things are a little slippery on the field. The guys trying to cover downfield, wanting to make sure they keep their footing as the guys make their cuts. Looking back and locating the ball, you name it, it's difficult all the way around. But the guy throwing it, he may have the toughest task.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. for the fullback. This is xT-J-Zx's. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Here, easy. All right, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good.
Turn it up. Kill, turn it
High!
Freeman. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Let's go, let's go.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
22! 22!
And now they'll throw with Keenum. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8.
We got 3 down, 3 down.
From the gun, here's Keenum. And Green with a catch left side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Let's go, let's go.
Tight, guys. Double tight.
3 down, 3 down. Stay high.
Now it's Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Broncos on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
3 down.
Throwing is Keenum. Steps away to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And McManus able to put it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go. Green 39.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Ace.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Mahomes going to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is going to be incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
3 down.
Blue 20. Down.
On third down, it's Freeman. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And McManus able to put it through, and that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Dayon Buchanan in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Ready. Green 90. Green 90. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Left. Hey, guys, I got 15. 15's mine. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They give him a gain of 38. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
You got three down.
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.